So it's finally here. I finally got them. The conversational quotes for at least one map inside Black Ops 4. And we're starting with Ancient Evil. And oh my gosh, if you guys know my channel, you watch my channel for like all the way back in BO3, you would know I was kind of like, this is my thing. I kind of did the conversational quotes, but then Black Ops 4 came around. It had the conversational quotes, but they were just so much of a pain to collect. And I decided, you know what? I'm just going to put in the hours, just put in like 3 days straight worth of work to get all of these quotes and to actually figure out how the quotes even work. And it was just a pain. The point is, and I finally got them, and hopefully you guys enjoy these, because oh my gosh, I think you're able to tell why it's so difficult to collect these quotes, because just look at how long this video is. 20 plus minutes. That's actually how many conversational quotes there are. But anyways, if you guys do appreciate the work I did here to get all this, I would really appreciate thumbs up, subscription, sharing the video around would be very nice. Maybe share around with some storyline YouTubers or anybody like that. I'd love for any of you guys to do that, because my gosh, this took me forever to do. It's just not fun doing this. It takes hours upon hours, especially in game, then editing, then there's just a lot of work. So I hope you guys do appreciate this, but I'm going to be quiet because these quotes are long enough. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys listen to all these conversational quotes and just tell me what you guys think about them down in the comments. But I'm going to be quiet, and here you go.
Guys, you will not believe the super intense dream I just had. I was on a cruise, but everyone else was dead. So I went on holiday to Greece, and a lovely lady, told me I should wear a little short skirt.
Shh. Slow down, Shaw. It's okay. It's me. Scarlet? Yes. We're close to finding Dad. The Oracle will help show us the way, just as you thought.
Oh, marvelous. Another perilous quest into ancient myth. But this time we are really here. Give me a heads up if you see any axes, will you? I don't want to make another mistake.
The priest has followers all through history. We're just up against the latest in a long line of fanatical devotees.
Oh my goodness, that poor woman. She's all tied up. We've got to help her. Hang on. I'm starting to think we already established that.
Pull yourself together, Shaw. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe take a little of whatever you need to get your head and heart in gear. This is like before. A trial is underway, and the Oracle's been trapped inside it ever since it began. She is the only thing that's been holding the bad guys back.
It's weird. My neck still feels funny. I hope there's no lasting side effects.
We have to free the Oracle. If we can't free her, we must protect her. The knowledge she must have. She may be the best ally we could possibly find.
Wait. It's all coming back to me now. We're in Delphi. The real one. Not some namby-pamby made-up one. 1000% real. Oh, yes.
All of this. We're surrounded by a living Greek myth. It's a total fantasy.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I find the scenery absolutely breathtaking. I'm awestruck. Really, I feel it. Right in my oars.
Shaw, we've been through enough together now to talk straight. My dad. Why did he leave me? Sometimes I get the details all mixed up.
I am terribly sorry, Scarlet. Sorry for all the times I let you down. If I'm honest, I barely remember my own kids. But I'm pretty sure your dad didn't leave you.
I remember the museum, the relic he wanted. The black rock glistening with diamonds. I remember the police taking him away. After that,
You were taken care of, though, weren't you, Scarlet? Please, tell me you were.
I have to find him, Uncle Shaw. I have to understand what actually happened in my childhood. It feels like I tried so hard to get away from it that I no longer remember it.
Oh, I know how that feels, Scarlet. Believe me. Even though we're not actually related, I think in a way I was a better uncle to you than I was a father to my own kids. So, what have you been doing in the years since I last saw you? You never returned to the family home, did you?
I only returned to the house recently. There wasn't much of it left by the time I got there. The Order had already taken my father.
But what about you, Scarlet? After the incident at the museum, where were you?
The sisters looked after me.
Guys, you will not believe the super intense dream I just had. I was on a cruise, but everyone else was dead. So I went on holiday to Greece, and a lovely lady, told me I should wear a little short skirt.
Sure, calm down. This is no dream. We are in the ancient city of Delphi. If we free the Oracle, we can free Monsieur Rhodes.
Oh, marvelous, another perilous quest into ancient myth. But this time we are really here. Give me a heads up if you see any axes, will you? I don't want to make another mistake.
Sure, my friend. The executioner's axe was merely a delusion brought on by the vapors and our own fevered minds. We did not and could not die. This time, we can.
Oh my goodness, that poor woman. She's all tied up. We've got to help her. Hang on, I'm starting to think we already established that.
Yes, sure. We are going to help the Oracle, and she in turn will help us. Le Monstre will be upon us soon. We must prepare for the battle ahead. Monsieur Rhodes is here. We will find him.
That's the spirit, Bruno. Stay positive. I'm sure this is going to be a breeze compared to the slaughterhouse we just left.
While we search for a means to release the Oracle, we must remember that our mistakes could prove fatal this time.
They felt pretty fucking fatal last time, Bruno. How the blazes are we meant to know what's real? That's right. We can't.
We are no strangers to the horrors we may face, eh? But with a clear head and steady hands, we will be successful.
Now that I think about it, I think the book I saw that doorway in was actually one of Alistair's journals. Do you know what I admire about you, Bruno? Your frankly extraordinarily calm demeanor, even in the face of absolute and certain death.
I learned long ago the value of controlling your emotions. You may think I'm calm, but inside I may feel a burning rage. A rage that may only be sated by violence.
Well, enough talk about violence. Heaven knows there's enough of it in our reality. Wait, this is reality, isn't it? We are actually here.
That is an existential question, sure. I am no philosopher, but I believe we only really know that we are here in the moment before we no longer are.
I'll tell you one positive thing, Bruno. This place is frightfully beautiful. And just look at the statues. They are positively breathtaking.
This seems to be a recurring theme on our journey, eh? We face indescribable horrors in places of indescribable beauty. Sure. Psst. Sure. Stanton Shaw!
Ah! Good Lord, Bruno, you nearly gave me a fucking heart attack. What the hell's gotten into you? Bruno, what was it you were going to tell me before? You know, when I nearly crapped my pants.
I apologize, Shaw. I just need to speak to you. Privately. Away from the others.
Guys, you will not believe the super intense dream I just had. I was on a cruise, but everyone else was dead. So I went on holiday to Greece, and a lovely lady, told me I should wear a little short skirt.
Oh, my dear Shaw, I do believe you have taken too much, or too little, of your medicine. We are here to find Alistair, and this time we are very, very close, eh?
Oh, marvelous, another perilous quest into ancient myth, but this time we are really here. Give me a heads up if you see any axes, will you? I don't want to make another mistake.
Yes, do not remind me, Shaw. Hallucination or not, I will never forget the look in that bastard's eyes when he removed his mask.
Oh my goodness, that poor woman. She's all tied up. We've got to help her. Hang on, I'm starting to think we already established that.
Now, Alistair is here somewhere. There will be many dangers between he and us, eh? Most likely including our masked cult. Wow, look around us! Is this not fantastic? What an adventure we now find ourselves embarking on! Oh, they will tell tales and sing songs of this.
Here's a thought. Are we sure we can trust the lovely lady? I mean, her advice can be a smidge on the vague side, no?
Stay strong, Oracle. Take solace in knowing that we are the heroes who will finally rescue you from this accursed place.
I'm not sure about all this. Can we maybe pop back up top and have a little think before we get ourselves in too deep?
Friends, we have all been through this before. Despite the abrupt ending to our last adventure, I believe we can triumph once more.
Well, regarding the Oracle's advice, I mean, look at the King of Lydia. The Oracle told him that if he went to war, an empire would fall. It did. His. Diego, are you looking for someone to help you document our tales of adventure? I don't mean to brag, but I do fancy myself as a bit of a writer.
Perhaps like the myths around us, our stories will merely pass into legend and folklore, handed down through word of mouth. Look, if I were you, Shaw, I would concentrate on stabilizing your chemical concoctions. Some of them have rather unpleasant side effects.
Side effects? What side effects? Numbness, including going so far as occasional paralysis, is simply part of the human condition. Anyway, my fine, upstanding Mexican pal, how would you like to be one of the first, if not the first, to try out my latest formula?
Wait, you mean to tell me that these things have never even been tested? Even on yourself?
Well, I always try to find volunteers for my trials. I find drunks are usually the most compliant, especially when you offer them money.
That is troubling in so many ways, Shaw. What is wrong with you, Ingles?
Oh, let me tell you something about being Inglés. We are scientists. We're adventurers. We stand upon the unknown. We are conquerors of the primitive world.
Ah, there, see? That is your problem. You know, you really could learn to respect other cultures a little bit more, eh? Wow, look around us. Is this not fantastic? What an adventure we now find ourselves embarking on! Oh, they will tell tales and sing songs of this.
This is the Temple of Apollo, Diego. There are already a lot of stories about it. Not all of them happy ones.
Stay strong, Oracle. Take solace in knowing that we are the heroes who will finally rescue you from this accursed place.
If we free the Oracle, we can free my father. We're getting close, Diego. I can feel it.
Friends, we have all been through this before. Despite the abrupt ending to our last adventure, I believe we can triumph once more.
Wow, Diego. I didn't realize you were so confident. You should have said something. This is like before. A trial is underway, and the Oracle's been trapped inside it ever since it began. She is the only thing that's been holding the bad guys back.
If she has been locked in the trial for all this time, I cannot begin to imagine how she has suffered.
We have to free the Oracle. If we can't free her, we must protect her. The knowledge she must have. She may be the best ally we could possibly find.
Again, I wonder, how did she survive her long imprisonment? And how did Alistair's captors get in here with him?
All of this. We're surrounded by a living Greek myth. It's a total fantasy.
Myths are often based on truth, Scarlet. I do not wish to seem arrogant, but many believe me to be a living legend. Scarlet, what is novum ignotum, eh? The priest turned on you when you spoke those words. He also said you should not have such knowledge.
It was in Dad's letter. He talked about ancient societies, how many of them fractured from the same beliefs, but all respected the original teachings.
Please do not think me insincere, Scarlet, but I do not understand you. You are unlike any woman I have ever known.
Is that meant to be a compliment, Diego?
Believe me, Scarlet, despite your undeniable beauty, I do not see you as an object of desire. Desire is something I understand. You, I do not.
Okay, so it wasn't a compliment. I just want to understand why this is happening to me, Diego.
Please understand this, Miss Rhodes. All my bravado, my bluster, my showmanship... it is merely a way to distract myself from the real horrors that we now face.
I get it. I do the same myself, sometimes. Especially when I start cursing.
Come eat me, you ugly fucking scumbuckets!
I have to tell you this, Scarlet, and I do not know if it will help you or hurt you. But in all the time I knew him, your father never once spoke of you.
I'm not surprised. He used to say he could never tell if I was an angel sent by the gods to save him, or a demon sent to torment him.
Wow! Look around us! Is this not fantastic? What an adventure we now find ourselves embarking on! Oh, they will tell tales and sing songs of this.
Our situation is not an adventure, Diego. There is far too much at stake to view what we face in such a casual manner.
Stay strong, Oracle. Take solace in knowing that we are the heroes who will finally rescue you from this accursed place.
Greek myths are populated not only by heroes, but also by monsters. I believe we will face many of them this day.
Friends, we have all been through this before. Despite the abrupt ending to our last adventure, I believe we can triumph once more.
Agreed, Diego. However much blood we have to spill this day, we will emerge victorious once more. The monster will be upon us soon. We must prepare for the battle ahead. Monsieur Rhodes is here. We will find him.
The Oracle must be protected. If she could hold the dead off before, she can hold them off again.
While we search for a means to release the Oracle, we must remember that our mistakes could prove fatal this time.
You do not need to remind me, Bruno. I got a very good view of the whole thing last time.
We are no strangers to the horrors we may face, but with a clear head and steady hands, we will be successful.
I admire your optimism, Bruno, but I fear our enemies, the ones who abducted Alistair, are closer to us than they have ever been before. You know, Bruno, I have a feeling we will meet the priest from the arena again. Something about our business felt unfinished.
The priest is long dead, Diego. Unless you wish to consume the vapors once again, I'm afraid that his misdeeds will remain unpunished.
Do you ever think Scarlet is pretending to be someone she is not? I swear, Bruno, she is not anything a woman should be.
Who is to say what a woman should be, Diego? They have their own minds. In fact, I believe they will soon have the right to vote.
No, you misunderstand me, Bruno. You will find no greater lover of women than I, Diego Necali. I was merely referring to Scarlet's attitude.
Miss Rhodes is angry, Diego. I believe that is her right, especially given our dire situation. If I were to say anything negative about Miss Rhodes, it would only be to say that she is slow to find trust in others.
Well, Bruno, that kind of goes to my point. What kind of woman, in this day and age, takes off on a wild, magical adventure with 3 complete strangers?
In regards to Miss Scarlet taking up with men such as we, have you not read The Wonderful Wizard of Oz?
Well, I must confess that my busy life does not permit me the time to read very often. I much prefer the visceral charms of the theater.
This is like before. A trial is underway, and the Oracle's been trapped inside it ever since it began. She is the only thing that's been holding the bad guys back.
Monsieur Rhodes is nearby. We should coordinate our efforts to locate him. Split up if needs be. Teams of 2.
We have to free the Oracle. If we can't free her, we must protect her. The knowledge she must have. She may be the best ally we could possibly find.
Perhaps Alistair himself was the key. Perhaps he opened the door, under threat of death from the Order.
All of this. We're surrounded by a living Greek myth. It's a total fantasy.
This may seem like what we endured in the Colosseum, another fantasy, but this time it is very much real. We must proceed with extreme caution. Le Monstre will be upon us soon. We must prepare for the battle ahead. Monsieur Rhodes is here. We will find him.
We have to help her. She suffered for centuries, trapped in unimaginable pain.
While we search for a means to release the Oracle, we must remember that our mistakes could prove fatal this time.
We have an ally this time, the Oracle. When she recovers her strength, she should be able to tell us what to expect.
We are no strangers to the horrors we may face, but with a clear head and steady hands, we will be successful.
Well, that's unusually upbeat coming from you, Bruno. Not that I'm complaining. Honestly, you've been a rock through all of this. You okay, Bruno? I'm guessing yes. You seem to take our recent execution in your stride.
The situation was what it was. No amount of struggling would have changed the outcome. I merely conserved my energy. You, Scarlet, you thought you could bargain your way out of a death sentence. Why? How? What do you really know of the Order?
I think the Order are just the latest in a long line of cults who are chasing the same insane dreams as my father.
What were your father's dreams, Scarlet? What was it he told you he was searching for?
I'm not even sure if he knew himself. His obsessions jumped from one piece of history to another piece of legend, like there was no difference. He wanted to know everything. We're going to find my father soon enough, Bruno, so how about we talk about something else?
What would you like to talk about, Scarlet? Should we talk about how you've been lying to us all? Since the day we met in Southampton?
What exactly are you accusing me of lying about, Bruno? Because I swear on my father's life, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Your father's letter. I think he shared things with you that you do not wish to share with the rest of us. Lying by omission is still lying, Miss Rhodes.